If you are looking to improve your health, your fitness, bring stress levels down and energy levels up, lose a little bit of weight and live your best life each day, these 10 tips are going to be for you. Hello my lovely, and welcome back to another video, or if you're new here, a big warm welcome. I'm Caris Anderson and I am your host and your coach. This is the Bliss and Thrive podcast, available on your podcast app and also over on YouTube. We talk about health, fitness, mindset, personal development, wellness, have a good old chit chat and try and have the best time possible. So today, these 10 tips are going to help you so much. So don't dismiss them as being too simple, because these are the foundations that are going to get you not only amazing results with your weight loss, with your muscle building, with your fitness, but also just have you feeling flipping amazing every day. We don't want to feel tired every day, dragging ourselves out of bed, feeling stressed, feeling low and sad. We want to be feeling the best we possibly can. So let's dive into these tips. So tip number 1 is to sleep. Yeah, honestly, this is the biggest tip I can tell you, is to prioritize your sleep. So sleep is so important for if you're on a weight loss journey and just your health in general. It regulates your hormones. It also regulates the hormones that tell you if you are full or if you are hungry. You will consume less calories if you sleep well. You can also make better decisions when you've slept well. So just deciding whether I'm going to eat this chocolate cake and pizza for dinner or actually have a chicken salad and then a little bit of chocolate cake for dinner is so much easier when you've had sleep. And it also lowers the stress hormone cortisol. So cortisol is also often linked to that belly fat, finding it hard to shift that fat on your belly. It's often to do with chronic stress, and lack of sleep or poor quality of sleep can lead to the increase of that cortisol hormone as well. Sleep is super important, and I would put an emphasis on getting at least 7 hours a night. I work best on 9 hours with a toddler. It's not always happening, but I also try to optimize my sleep when I am actually asleep as the best I can. So I make sure that I'm not too hot. So we have a fan in the room. I know what type of pajamas I like and I sleep well in. Before I go to bed, I make sure that I just breathe, calm down, and come to bed in a relaxed way. I have a little routine of like putting the sofa back together. Obviously, like go brush your teeth, come to bed. So I have like a little routine of what I do so my body knows it's time to wind down. And yes, once I am asleep, I wear an eye mask to make sure nothing is going to disrupt my sleep. And I do the best I can to get a good night's sleep. So that's my first tip. Habit number 2 is to start your day with a glass of water. Get in this habit of the first thing you do when you wake up is that you have a glass of water. So I either have some on my bedside table, either in a bottle or a glass from the night before, and I finish that off in the morning. And then when I go to the kitchen, the first thing I do is get a glass of water before anything else. Get in the habit of doing that, because water is so important for our health, and so important as well if you are on a weight loss journey. Not only does it suppress your appetite, reduces any water retention you have, but it improves your brain function, your cognitive ability, it boosts your energy levels, it lowers your blood pressure. So it's so flipping important to drink your water. If you're feeling low energy, you know when you have a hangover and you wake up in the morning, you feel absolute poo, mainly it's because you're dehydrated. So get in the habit of starting your day with a glass of water. Then obviously throughout your day, you're going to aim to 2 to 3 litres of water a day. And an extra bonus tip for that is get yourself a big bottle and pour from that each time you drink. So then you know how much you're drinking, you can carry it around with you, and it really keeps you on top of your hydration. But yeah, whether you're on a weight loss journey or not, hydration is so important. So that's healthy habit number 2. Healthy habit number 3, coming right at you with a classic: eat your vegetables. So put vegetables with every meal and eat as many as you can throughout your day. So vegetables are packed with vitamins and minerals, and you need them for all of your bodily functions and to perform anything as a human being optimally. So if your energy levels are low, make sure you're eating enough vegetables. Not only that, but the fiber in vegetables keeps you fuller for longer, really helps with your digestion. You will feel the benefit when you start topping your plate up with veggies, plants, gorgeous sources of vitamins and minerals. Not only that, but having more fruits and veggies in your day is going to boost your immune system. We don't have time to get sick around here. We've got things to do. We've got workouts to get done. We have got worlds to conquer, people's lives to enrich, and whatever else we're up to, children to raise and whatnot. So we don't have time to get sick. So eat your veggies, eat your fruits, and make sure you fill up at least half your plate with vegetables. Healthy habit number 4, look for ways to be more active. So this is a habit that, you meet those people and they just got energy and they just look healthy and they just are an active, kind of bubbly person. That's who they are, and they look for ways to be more active just naturally. So you can start to ingrain this into your life as well. When you're thinking of recreational things to do, is there something active you can do rather than, I don't know what you're up to, sitting down playing computer games, watching TV, etc. Look for ways to be more active. When you go to a new place, is there a hike you can do to explore? Could you hire a bike? What are you doing with your kids? Could you be more active with your kids? Anything you can do to be more active, maybe it's joining a dance class, going swimming, you can change it up. This is a long-term lifestyle game changer. When you become a person who enjoys being active and actively seeks out activity, you will not only find it easier to keep weight off, but you will be happier. Fresh air, outdoors, moving your body, getting those endorphins going. So it is definitely one to put on the list for healthy habits. Healthy habit number 5 is to stretch. We are often sitting down like I am now. Our muscles get tight, our joints, our ligaments around our joints get tight, and we often have poor posture from sitting down. And we need to open up our joints, stretch out our muscles to keep our mobility, prevent us from injury. Stretching is also great for de-stressing, so make sure that you are including stretching into your day, whether it's a few moments in the morning just to stretch out your body, open your chest, and stretch any tight muscles, or maybe if you've been sitting down at the desk all day, you might need to once again open up your chest, stretch out your glutes and your hips, maybe stretch out your neck. Feels really good. Just include it into your day as and when you need it. It doesn't have to be like, I have 20 minutes for stretching at the end of each day. That would be wonderful also to do before bed because it's very calming and relaxing. But do the best you can, but include stretching into your life. Healthy habit number 6, get outside. Go on, right now. Just joking, you're listening or watching this. But get outside. It's so good for you to be in natural light. Your body's circadian rhythms need to see light into the eyes, natural light, to know when to be awake and when to be asleep. If you couple that with doing activity outside, you are going to sleep so much better. Also, the vitamin D in the sun is amazing for your immune system. Once again, we don't want to get sick, so we need vitamin D in our lives. It's going to help with your mood as well. So you know when we were locked down and you're inside all the time, your mood can get very low very quick. Getting outside into the fresh air, getting sunlight on your body and into your eyes is so important. And also there are studies to show that just seeing greenery alleviates depression, anxiety, and can actually make people perform better in day-to-day life. So find some trees, go look at something green, get outside, and even better if you couple it with a nice walk or some physical activity as well. Hello, future Karis here. I am editing this video and I completely missed out tip number 7. But while we're here, if you are enjoying this video, do go and smash that like button and let me know in the comments which healthy habits you're going to start implementing. Okay, so healthy habit number 7 is to start to become aware of the thoughts in your mind. So we want to keep a healthy mind and a healthy mindset, as well as a healthy body. So it can become really fatiguing to constantly be thinking negative thoughts over and over again, especially when they're directed at yourself. It can feel like a weight on your shoulders. It can start to show outwardly. It can zap your energy. And it can, if we're talking about healthy habits that can change your life, this can change your life. Start to become aware and mindful of the thoughts that are running through your head. And you can use my little 3-step process here to recognize the thoughts that are going on in your head, to reverse the thoughts that are going on in your head, flip them. And if you recognize a negative thought, you're going to reverse it. You're going to flip it round and you're going to flip it into something positive, and then repeat, repeat, repeat. So that is the 3 R's of how to start to combat what's going on in your mind. Even if it's a silly little negative thought that comes in, you drop a plate and you think, oh my God, what an idiot. You don't want to be calling yourself an idiot. So we recognize it, we reverse it, and we say, oh, you are amazing at so many things, but perhaps not drying plates, but you're doing a great job at everything else. Like something more positive like that can really lighten the mood inside your brain and put you into a really positive place. Most common one is that people will look at themselves in the mirror and say something negative to themselves about their body. So I need you to recognize that you're doing that, reverse it, reverse it. And say something positive about your body, and then repeat, repeat, repeat multiple times a day in, day out, year in, year out. I still do this stuff. So that's my healthy habit number 7, which I completely forgot to put in the other day. And now I'm going to go back in time into myself a couple of days ago. Tip number 8 is to manage your stressors. I bet something just popped into your head right now that you're like, yeah, that stresses me out. It could be work, it could be an annoying ex, it could be how messy your house is. It could also be things like too much coffee, too many chemicals in your life, letting your blood boil over when you're driving to work in the morning and you're stuck in traffic, not giving yourself enough time to get somewhere. All of those things are stressors. So not only do they affect your mental health, but they affect your physical health, your hormone health, your heart health. As well, they can affect your weight loss. We talked about that cortisol hormone earlier. So manage your stressors the best you can. I want you to identify what your biggest stressors in your life are and come up with a plan to eliminate them if you can, or reduce them. So things like actually turning your phone off and having some quiet time, that helps you alleviate your stress. Asking people for help in your life so you don't have everything weighing down on your shoulders. Addressing sugar cravings, alcohol cravings. Some people can be addicted to drama. So all of those things in your life which are causing stress, maybe there's toxic people in your life, all of that will help with your physical health. So that's the healthy habit there, manage your stressors. Number 9, quiet time with no distractions. This is something we all know we should be doing, but do not make enough time for. All the time, we are either entertained or distracted constantly. When do we ever just sit down without your phone, without the TV, without a book, without someone to talk to, without something to distract us? It does not happen often enough. And being mindful, sitting quietly, time to reflect, has so many benefits for your mental health and your physical health as well. So it links back to that managing stress. Tips are just turn your phone off, put it away in a drawer. Try and sit for a moment with no noise, no mental noise, no actual noise around you. Start with a minute and build it up from there. So you can either use this time to actually try to meditate, which is trying to not focus on any thoughts that come into your head and just push them to one side and trying to clear your mind, or letting yourself clear your mind, I should say. And each time a thought pops in, you can just push it to one side. Or, also beneficial, is just to sit quietly and actually think. Sit and see what pops into your head, what comes up. Sometimes you have your best ideas. Sometimes you actually figure something out that you didn't realize was an issue for you. You might get inspiration. You might remember something that you needed to do and you can just jot it down. But I think either way, whether you're choosing to meditate or whether you're choosing just to sit and be alone with your thoughts. The quietness and the calmness and the mindfulness in that moment. So you're being mindful of what thoughts are in your head, whether you're trying to let them swish to one side or whether you're focusing on them, has incredible health benefits. So that is healthy habit number 9, to get some dedicated quiet time in, alone with no distractions. Okay, so number 10, I think is my favorite, but build some functional strength. So day to day, we put our body through different things. Whether you are just sitting down at a desk, you need strength in your core and in your hips so you don't get pain, as well with that stretching that we talked about earlier. If you are picking up your shopping bags, if you are running for a bus, if you're picking up your child, if you're bending down to pick things up, whatever you're doing, you need to have functional strength within your body. When you have functional strength in your body, you literally feel like you can take on the world. Functional strength, what does it look like? It looks like training your core correctly. It looks like being able to pick something off the floor, aka a deadlift. It looks like being able to have mobility, being able to twist, turn, reach, and being able to hold your own body weight, so your posture. So by doing rows, we're improving your posture. By doing push-ups, you're improving just being able to push something. These are all functional movements that you will use in your day-to-day life. So not only will it strengthen your joints, it will strengthen your bones, it will prevent injury, it will also keep your weight in a manageable place, because once you build up functional strength, you're building up your muscle mass, which is also making you burn more calories on a day-to-day basis, making it easier to manage your weight. So there's so many benefits to strength training. So that is healthy habit number 10. And all of these habits are important. Either start to pick them all up or pick and choose the ones you want, but having this 360 picture of these habits in your life can really improve your health, your mindset, your weight loss if you're going for weight loss, and your long-term health as well, which is also so important. It's not only just about the short-term weight loss, short-term results. How do we want to feel when we are 60? How do we want to feel when we are 70? And how do we want to pass those, ideas of health down to the next generations? So I really hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure you dip into the description to click on your weight loss in a week checklist. You know I am anti-fad diet, so this is not the best and fastest way to lose weight in a week. This is how you are going to lose weight this week in a way that you can sustain week after week after week and build on it, okay? But implement this week and you are going to lose weight if that is what you were going for. Also, make sure you subscribe, you like, you leave a review, tag me in on Instagram @CarisAnderson, and make sure you have the best blooming day possible.